star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Brian Anderson. I've got Tim Legler and Grant Hill at the table with me, and Ali LaForce covering us courtside. Midway through the year, we've got a moment to check out the Eastern Conference standings. You take a look at the 76ers. They are holding down the #1 spot in the conference. Not a bad position to be in. And of course, there are the Knicks, behind 9.5 games.
Well, right now for the 76ers, I really think the high expectations put a certain amount of pressure on these guys. But to their credit, they have really stepped up to it.
Well, on paper, they certainly look dominant coming in, and that's exactly what we've seen on the floor. No one is going to want to face this team in the postseason.
And to look at the starters for the Knicks. Bridges and Hart are the 3 and the 4. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Hood Schifino in at the shooting guard position. And for the 76ers, Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. MP is out there with Rui Hachimura. And it's Embiid in at the 5, down low. And of course, MP has made it known he expects an all-star nod this season. And any matchup that challenges his spot, he's going to take very seriously.
The special part of MP's game is how spectacular he is under the brightest lights. When he faces high-caliber stars, he turns it up to another level. Fans have come to expect excellence from him against top talent, and I'd be shocked if he wasn't a shoo-in as a top all-star vote-getter.
We know things can get heated between these two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
Now here's Hachimura. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Pass to MP. Outside Maxey. Shot clock at 6. Philadelphia moving it around. Here's Edgecombe. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, impressive work on the boards by Embiid. You love seeing a big man like him use that size to his advantage.
Outside Hart. Bridges outside. And here's Brunson from the arc. Knocks down the long J.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The 76ers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Screen by MP. Here's MP. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. All sorts of time. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Ali LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. I asked Coach about Jalen Brunson's game and what stood out the most to him. He replied, I'd say his toughness as well as his leadership. His teammates rally behind him, and that's why we've got to bring that same kind of intensity to guarding him tonight. Containing Brunson won't be easy, but let's see if they're up for it. Brian, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Ali. Here's Hachimura after New York picked up the 3 with their last shot. Shot clock at 5. The 3 from Edgecombe. Knocks it down from distance. Edgecombe's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And Brunson gets it to go. Brunson's got 5 points.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
And teams built to win now don't always have the young pieces that Philly does, Legs.
Yeah, BA, particularly in their backcourt. Nice drafting and great trades have given them an abundance of talent.
You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, BA, the kind of stat stuffing we'd only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
And New York has possession. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Towns can't get it to go. Here's Edgecombe. He's covered by Hart. And Edgecombe, the bucket on the assist by MP. MP's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Hart. Bridges outside. Pass to Hart. Will it go? MP with the block.
Getting blocks requires a blend of confidence and athleticism. Luckily for MP, he has both. What athletic ability from MP. Plenty of bounce in those legs.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for New York. Trailing by 10. Towns a screen on Maxey. Here's Hood-Schifino. For 3. And he buries his first look.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
MP up top, covered by Towns. For 3, Maxey. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 4 assists now tonight. Brunson taking his time here. Oh, great D that time from MP. All the talk around the NBA, Grant, that quadruple double from MP.
I still can't believe he did it, BA. MP doing it all for his team. And everyone in this crowd is here to see him tonight.
Here's Hart, following the score by Philadelphia. Brunson passes to Hart. Oh, MP with a block. And he gets it back. Hart goes in, and Hart throws it down.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. Pass to Brunson. Shoots over Maxey, and that one's good for Brunson. Brunson's got 7. Philadelphia leading by 8. Here's Edgecombe. He has 7. Back to MP. From the arc. The rebound by Bridges.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
Pass to Hart. Towns outside. Now here's Bridges. New York working the ball around now. MP with the block. And he recovers it. Bridges misses.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Here's MP. Embiid against Hart. Out left to the wing. Outside Maxey to the paint. And MP throws it down.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Some changes for Philadelphia. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. George comes in for Hachimura, and McCain subbed in for Maxey. Anunoby, he's checked in for New York. McBride comes in for Hood-Schifino. Philadelphia leading by 10. Kicks it to George. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by McBride. And the Knicks shooting just 38% so far in this one. Right side Hart. Beyond the arc. Hits the trifecta. Hart's got 8.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
And MP throws it down hard.
And the defense is going to remember this. They might try to make MP pay for it.
Knicks trail by 9. Outside McBride. Outside Hart. Now here's McBride. Still without a bucket. And again, New York with the triple.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Outside McCain. Pass to Drummond. And here's MP. Here's Edgecombe. MP, the pass to George. Back to MP. Jacks up a 3. Drummond tips it back in. And the 76ers lead by 8.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
And here's Brunson. 7 points in the game. Outside Hart. Pass to McBride. Back to Hart. Just 5 on the clock. Banked it in off the glass. 13 points in the game.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my.
Oh, that was incredible! Oh my goodness!
Well, that's really nice vision that time by McCain. Very patient. Saw the floor and made the pass.
And Legs, you look at Jared McCain, an NBA frame and a sharpshooter.
And floor spacing is so important in this league right now. So if you can knock down shots and just hold your own in other areas, a coaching staff is going to find time for you.
Burst onto the scene. Now he's a household name.
Absolutely.
Now here's McCain. Coming off a solid outing against Oklahoma City. Drills it from deep. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
Shamet, he's checked in for the Sixers. Bagley's checked in for New York. Mikal Bridges comes in for Jalen Brunson. Knicks trail by 11. McBride with it. No points yet. And an Obi for 3. Here's Towns. The rebound by MP. MP's got 9 rebounds now.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
For 3, George. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 6th assist of the night. Man, they're just getting run over right now.
And you can really see they're starting to show some frustration.
Out to the wing. MP against Towns. The rebound by MP. MP's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass. You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And Bridges, here we go. Philadelphia grabs the miss. MP's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Well, he is fighting through it right now, still looking to get his first make of the quarter, but it's been an ugly start.
Outside McBride, launches it, and he buries his first look.
Yeah, if you give him that much room, he's usually going to connect.
MP with it, and McBride picks him up defensively. A nice shot by McCain.
And one way to cancel that out, hit a 3 of your own. McCain understood the moment. That's great competitiveness.
Now McBride, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Off the mark with a little step back Jay. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Sixers ahead, up by 16. And we'll be back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. A comfortable margin for the 76ers here, guys.
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after him.
Well, it's hard to get stops in this league with so much talent offensively. I love what they are doing right now.
So on the floor for New York, Gershon Yabusele out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Miles McBride. Then it's Marvin Bagley. And it's Bridges in at the shooting guard position. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Oklahoma City was all business. He had 57 points, and the story of the night, he put together the rare quadruple double. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Great report there, Allie. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, BA. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
Three-pointer, Bridges.
Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass. They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Bridges outside. Pass to Yabusele. The three is up. Rebound by the 76ers. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
This has been that rare night where they got pretty much anything they wanted offensively.
11 feet out. And it's MP with a rebound.
And that's a good look for him. He just couldn't connect.
Here's McCain. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, that's just youth right there. MP crashing the offensive glass.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And really the heartbeat of this Knicks team is Jalen Brunson, Grant.
Yeah, BA, the lifeblood both on the court and his willingness to take less on his contract, giving them the leeway to enhance their talent.
But Schifino's checked in for New York. Now here's Maxey. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. MP shot is good.
He's picking up right where he left off from beyond the arc this quarter.
Outside Anunoby. Lets it go from deep. New York again can't hit.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
George outside. Here's MP. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. 21 points for MP.
You have to be ready to take your shots when they come. And MP was ready this time.
Yabusele a screen on MP. Anunoby on the take. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. From deep, MP. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Yabusele outside. Outside Anunoby. Oh, deflected. On the break. And MP throws it down hard.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
And New York shooting just 31% in today's game. Not great. Timeout called, the Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for New York. And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
You look at MP, he's currently up there in the voting at number 2. So clearly no one is sleeping on his abilities as a lights-out three-point shooter.
Yeah, it's his long-range shooting that puts him on another level. Definitely a guy who belongs in this contest.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now. But this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs.
For 3, Bridges. And it's MP with a rebound.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
Let's go with a three. Good! Another from three.
Well, we expect him to come in firing. It's just another three-point barrage.
What a phenomenal run it's been for him. Nearing 5th on the list for most triples in a year. Now here's George. He's got 5. Here's MP, plenty of space. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And that is 31 points for MP. Boy, it's been a minute since they last scored.
It has been. And at what point do you alter your strategy? Try to get back on track.
New York working the ball around now. Towns, left side. The 11-footer. No good off the back of the rim.
This is a game he'd like to forget. And the worst part is bringing down the whole squad.
And he stays with it. MP scanning the floor. Fires for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. MP's got 34.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
Pass to Bridges. There's the 3. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
MP shot is good.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Pass to Towns. Takes a 3. There's another block.
Swatting shots away with ferocity.
He is not messing around in this one. And the 76ers making a change here. Embiid's checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Brunson's checked in. Towns outside. Clock is at 3. To snap the cold streak. Towns can't get that one to fall.
It's just so hard to score in this league, especially when you're out of rhythm. You got to feel for him tonight.
Maxey passes to MP. And it's Brunson with the rebound.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Puts up a 3. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's the 76ers shooting an out-of-this-world 77%. And another one!
He's having himself quite a night, scoring with reckless abandon.
And he's nearing 3rd place in career 40-point games.
Closing in on the Black Mamba Kobe Bryant, who was able to reach that mark 122 times over the course of his storied career.
Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Edgecombe, he's checked in for Maxey. Bagley's checked in for New York. Now here's MP. He's got 40 now. Here's Edgecombe. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Brunson. Coming off a 34-point game against the Clippers. Towns gets the bucket.
It took 6 attempts, but he finally hits a shot.
Here's MP. Towns with a rebound.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Outside Brunson. Oh, MP with a block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Bagley passes to Brunson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Brunson's got 9.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Offensive rebound. Unbelievable performance. He's got a quadruple double.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
And a foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
McCain against Brunson to the inside. Here's Towns. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice positioning and footwork on point. And Towns so smooth down there inside.
Snatched up. Here's Drummond. And finally they hit one.
And I love how they're working much harder on the glass this quarter and drumming up more second chance opportunities.
Towns on a screen. To the left wing. 4-3. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Teammate Josh Hart may call Jalen Brunson the king of New York, but Brunson says, I would never consider myself a face of the franchise, but I'm a leader of this team. That's what I want to do, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I don't take this for granted. Back to you.
Staying humble. Allie, thanks very much for the report. And the 76ers shooting the ball incredibly well tonight. 73% from the floor. And MP gets it to go on the assist by McCain. MP's got 44. Inside. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Hachimura's checked in for the Sixers. New York also changing it up. Josh Hart comes in for Bagley, and Mikal Bridges subbed in for Anunoby.
And no matter what the chatter is out there, all Big Cat does is produce on a nightly basis.
Pass to Edgecombe. Philadelphia moving it around. MP with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Clock at 4. Edgecombe, no good.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Takes a step back. Now Brunson. Towns down low, covered by McCain. Out of bounds, it'll be Sixers ball. A moment here to see the numbers for Jalen Brunson.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Shamit's checked in.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Hart from long range. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Well, after lighting it up from deep in the first quarter, they have quieted him down.
And the basket by Hachimura.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, they eked that one out. I mean, the execution was spotty, but they were lucky to come away with the win.
Well, it's a good sign for a team to win when they're not at their best. That shows great resolve.
From deep three-point land. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. MP getting it done for the 76ers. Over 40 points tonight and making it look easy. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity.
I think their bench was the biggest difference. These guys came aggressive on the offensive end, not afraid to put the stamp on this game.
Yeah, some confident personalities up and down that roster. All right, next up. Thanks for joining us. Time to...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, this team has trusted him with this level of responsibility, and it's easy to see why.
And for the Knicks, they're shooting only 27% for today's game. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Rui Hachimura is out there with MP, and it's Embiid in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Connects again from distance.
And now claiming the mark for hitting the 5th most threes in a season. Wow.
A tremendous feat. It's incredible how he can control the game from the perimeter. Hart from long range, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. All right, let's bring up the leaderboard and see which players were the most efficient from the charity stripe last month. MP, number 1.
And over this stretch, his foul shooting has been exceptional. You could tell he was enjoying every single trip to the line.
5 to shoot. Here's Hart.
They started out this half ice cold, 0 for their first 3.
Oh, great D that time from MP. On the wing, MP fires from deep. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, BA. Unbelievable.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
New York, again, can't hit.
Rough start to the 3rd quarter, but give some credit to the defense they're facing. That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And here's Brunson from the arc. New York, no good that time either.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
How about the motor of Tyrese Maxey, Tim? He just does not quit ever.
He's one of those guys who tracks the most miles run during games. Maxey probably wears out his shoes faster than anyone. Sharp turns, hard cuts. He's always on the move. And what I love about Tyrese Maxey, he's so good at just overwhelming you with energy. He puts the defense in a tough spot because of his relentless ability to push the pace.
And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Brandon Ingram and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago, going up against the Bulls.
And looking at the Clippers matchup, it's going to be a good challenge for them. Even though they expect to win, it could probably go either way, depending on how well they play.
Now Philadelphia with it. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. MP, the pass to Hachimura. Back to MP. And MP throws it down.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
I like their offensive approach. They've been aggressive, but under control.
Now here's Towns. He has 7. Towns, a screen on Hachimura. Bridges. No good there.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
MP, the pass to Hachimura. Over Towns. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. MP outside. Philadelphia moving it around. The 3 is up. Counted from distance. MP's got 57 points.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And here's Brunson from the arc. And it's MP with a rebound.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
And Maxey is especially dangerous in these situations. When he has room to run, good luck stopping him.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 9. Hart goes in, and they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Bonus checked in for Philadelphia. George comes in for Hachimura. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, BA, the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington, but Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV?
Oh, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler, of course.
Even better answer.
And here's Maxey outside, and the three-pointer goes. Maxey's got 14 points.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Brunson passes to Hart, out to Bridges. Pass to Hood-Schifino. Just 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. And it's MP with a rebound. Philadelphia's got it going from the perimeter in the third. 4 for 4 so far. And Edgecombe gets it to go.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 9. Hart from long range. And it's Bona with a rebound.
Well, he was shooting the ball from deep in the first half, but he's come up dry ever since.
Knicks shooting just 24% on this one. Not great. Pass to Hart. From downtown, sinks the tray. Hart's got 21.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
And George gets it to go on the assist by MP.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Pass to Hood-Schifino. Back to Brunson, looking to get it going. And he lays it in. He's got 11.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Oh, he's been doing everything. Hitting the boards, huge game for him thus far.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the 76ers making a change here. McCain's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. OG Anunoby's checked in for Hood-Schifino. And the shot's good. Brunson's got 4 points this quarter.
A flashy ball handler at times, Brunson knows how to carve up scoring opportunities for himself.
Back to MP. The 3. And yes, another basket. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Back to Brunson. Outside Hart from deep. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists in the game.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his second triple of the half, his 5th overall.
And here's MP from outside. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Just give him the ball. This guy is shooting lights out from deep.
Outside Hart. It's Bridges on the wing. And again, New York with the triple.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Now here's McCain. He's got 5. MP finds George. And here's MP from outside. Hits a three-pointer.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Outside Hart. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Bona with a rebound. Bona's got 4 rebounds now. Here's MP. And the layup is good off the glass.
And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
Brunson against Maxey. Outside Hart. Bridges outside. This one for 3. Hart can't hit.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
MP no good. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. And the 76ers shooting has been incredible, 72%. From deep, MP, and good! There's another! 71 points, and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
Pass to Towns. Hart from long range. Oh, MP with a block. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Some changes for Philadelphia. Drummond's checked in for Bona, and it's Shamet in for McCain. New York also changing it up. Bagley's checked in for Towns, and it's McBride in for Hart. Now here's Anunoby, and a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be on MP.
Answering the defense's challenge, Anunoby attacks and draws the foul.
Over the last month, these are the highest scoring teams in the NBA. The 76ers, #1.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately, running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
And when we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handle.
Now here's George. He's got 7. MP no good. And here's Brunson from the arc. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Pass to Maxey. From deep, MP knocks down the triple.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
And the Knicks shooting a low 29% since halftime. Anunoby, MP with the block.
Oh, look at the feistiness from MP. Has no problem meeting him at the rim for the block.
Here's the 3. He buries it from 3. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers?
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
The 76ers shooting has been incredible, 72%. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Well, he's having a huge night, and so is this offense, just rolling right now.
54 seconds left in the third quarter here. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Again with the block. Oh, you can't throw the weak sauce around him.
No, you can't, B.A. I mean, he's sending everything back.
Yeah, the dime from MP, on time and on target.
Here's Bridges. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 6 assists in the game.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass. Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
And so it's New York with it. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Brunson, another one falls for New York.
And so effective from these in-between spots. Brunson doesn't need much room to feel comfortable.
From behind the arc. Good! Another from 3.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game. Pass to Anunoby. MP with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Bridges. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking dominant and focused right now. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. We'll be right back after this word. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his
changes here for New York. Josh Hart's checked in for Bagley. Bridges comes in for Anunoby. And Brunson is subbed in for McBride. Pass to Bridges. New York working the ball around now. Here's Towns. Hart from long range. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 6 rebounds in the game. So on the floor for the Knicks. Bridges and Hart are the 3 and the 4. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Hood Schifino in at the 2-guard spot. Pass to Towns from outside the arc. They grab their own miss. Deflected. They get it back. Here's Brunson. Ooh, Brunson throws it down.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the 76ers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And give them credit for what'll be their 38th win of the year. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for MP.
Well, when you notch a triple-double, you affect the game in every way. Just a great game for him tonight.
And just a very well-built guard. You know, Maxey is so hard to slow down around the rim.
That free throw's good from Maxey.
At the line for the Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns. At the line for 1.
They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
MP finds Maxey. Screen by MP. And that's good. Maxey for 3.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Personal foul.
First free throw is good.
And you gotta love Jalen Brunson's mix of physical and mental skills. He's not just fast and tenacious, he's also very intelligent about how he attacks you.
One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play. You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
Towns passes to Bridges. Here's Hood Schifino. That 3's off the mark. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead,